So as international condemnation against the state of Israel's offensive in Lebanon continues to grow. The Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu has vowed to target the homes where Hezbollah's weapons and missiles, he claims, are being stored. Now, the IDF has warned the Lebanese citizens to flee from areas where Israel intends to carry out its bombings. Now, for the third straight day, the Israeli warplanes have been targeting villages in southern Lebanon. It has struck a launcher in the area of Jiyeh in Lebanon, from which a missile reportedly was fired towards central Israel, apart from hitting other Hezbollah targets. Now, all this has come after Hezbollah claimed that it fired a ballistic missile which was aimed at Mossad's headquarters in Tel Aviv. The missile claims Israel was intercepted by its air defense system. So as the death toll crosses 560 across Lebanon in Israeli airstrikes, Netanyahu has vowed to eliminate Hezbollah.
We will continue to hit Hezbollah. And I say to the people of Lebanon, our war is not with you. Our war is with Hezbollah. Nasrallah is leading you to the brink of the abyss. I told you yesterday to evacuate the houses where he put a missile in the living room and a rocket in the garage. The one who has a missile in his living room and a rocket in his garage will not have a home. But I tell you another thing. He causes your country to be in danger. Free yourself from the grip of Hezbollah.
Meanwhile, Lebanon's Hezbollah has confirmed that its senior commander Ibrahim Qubaisi has been killed in the Israeli bombing. This came hours after Israel claimed that it had eliminated the commander of the missile and rocket network of Hezbollah.
In today's attack in the heart of Jiyeh, in Beirut, we eliminated Ibrahim Qubaisi, Hezbollah's rocket forces commander. Air Force fighter jets precisely attacked a floor in a building where he was with other commanders from the Hezbollah rocket forces. At least 2 of them were eliminated, and we are still assessing the results of the attack.
As the number of displaced people in Lebanon has crossed 500,000 because of this Israeli campaign of bombing relentlessly, Lebanon's foreign minister has said that the United States is the only country that can end the conflict. While expressing disappointment in the American President Joe Biden's response so far, it has to be pointed out that the weapons that the Israelis are using and the bombs that the Israelis are dropping are all supplied by the Americans. So as the attacks between Hezbollah and Israel continue, residents in northern Israeli city of Haifa found themselves again fleeing to the public shelters. Several patients who were in critical condition had to be moved underground due to the security concerns. Across the other side of the border, the displaced Lebanese families from southern Lebanon are now taking shelter across schools in the capital city of Beirut. All right, now to give us more perspective in terms of what is unfolding at this moment in Lebanon, we're being joined by Nadine Madzoub, who's a senior journalist who's joining us live from Lebanon on this broadcast. Now, Ms. Madzoub, bring us up to speed with what is unfolding at this moment in Lebanon, because the essence of this war that we've been witnessing over the course of the last 1 year has now completely changed, where the Israeli focus of aggression has now shifted to Lebanon. What's unfolding in Lebanon at the moment?
Well, let me first start by explaining what is happening today, because since yesterday, actually, the attacks didn't stop a minute. On the contrary, it has been increased, and the strikes are, as you mentioned, relentless. The Israelis are relentlessly bombing all region in Lebanon, from the south till the Bekaa, till even now Mount Lebanon, and even Beirut, when they are attacking or trying to assassinate any of Hezbollah leaders. With around 500,000 displaced families, we feel that we are all forced to contribute in providing the necessities for these families in terms of shelters and food and medication and so on and so on. So it's very it's very tense. The situation is very tense. The Lebanese do not know how and this war will end. As you mentioned, yes, it started a year ago in Gaza. I don't know if Netanyahu succeeded to achieve his goal in Gaza. What we know is that there are more than 60,000 deaths in Gaza, and now he started in Lebanon saying that he's only attacking Hezbollah, and it is not a war against the Lebanese people. Well, unfortunately, everyone the impact of this war is on everyone, and we are forced to try to overcome these difficult days.
Now, at this moment, do people in southern Lebanon, do they have access to stuff such as bomb shelters? Is there a place that they can, in fact, take refuge in to escape the Israeli bombing, or are they required to just flee from the southern part of Lebanon and move northwards?
No, there are no shelters like in Israel. There are no public shelters like Israel did, the Israeli government did to their citizens. In Lebanon, we have villages and homes and houses. People are living in their homes and houses. That's why they are forced to flee their villages and their homes to a safer place, where we are not sure if Beirut is safer than definitely it is safer than the villages there in the south. But nevertheless, no one can tell when the other attack will be or where.
Mm-hmm.
So they are trying to flee their villages just to be more safe, but they are staying. They are taking schools as shelters, and some of the hotels, of course, in Lebanon and Beirut, they open their doors. Some of the families there open their houses. So we are trying, all of us, to overcome this issue and this problem, because definitely,
Right.
what will be raised after the war is a huge social issue.
And also at this moment, we're looking at, huge amount of cars were stuck in traffic jams as people in southern part of Lebanon are trying to move northwards. Do we at this point of time know of any estimate as to how many people have fled from southern Lebanon?
They are, the sources, they are talking about around 500,000 families, which is a huge number at the end. But the issue is that it's not only they are fleeing from south because of the Bekaa is not safe now. Some families are fleeing from the Bekaa. So the pressure is on the Mount of Lebanon and Beirut, knowing that the Israeli is attacking Beirut whenever, and they said that whenever they want to eliminate one of Hezbollah leader, but nevertheless they are attacking Beirut day and night. And they are attacking as well Mount of Lebanon. So basically, it's like we are all covered. But there are places that are more safe than other places.
All right.
But we are all covered.
All right. We'll have to leave there. Thank you very much indeed, Ms. Madzoub, for joining us and getting us all those details there. Do stay safe.
Thank you.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.